Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
How are you today? Inshallah you are good today.
Alhamdulillah. Are you talking to them?
Yeah, no matter.
Okay, so this, the title is Husband Close Relationship with His Sister-in-Law, which meaning is this is the wife who's speaking about her husband and the relationship between her husband and his sister-in-law, which means it's her husband's brother's wife. So, assalam, I hope everyone's doing well. Are you doing well?
Oh, inshallah.
Inshallah. I just want to know if it's normal or am I overreacting. Alhamdulillah, we have been married for 8 months, so it's a new marriage, and it's been amazing. But after we married, I saw his relationship with his sister-in-law, which is his brother's wife. It has shocked me, so here it is, the story. My husband and I live with his parents, and as well as his brother and his wife. So these two parents have both of his sons and they're married. Okay? They're living underneath the mother-in-law and father-in-law. The mother-in-law and father-in-law are true angels. They have the kindest and most welcoming hearts. They have let my husband and I stay with them until he has finished his degree. So when I first moved into the house, I noticed how close my husband was with his sister-in-law. They would laugh and put their hands on each other's shoulders, their arms, and they're so extra close. They have inside...
One second, this is supposed to be for Muslim?
Yeah, this is Muslim. This is Muslim marriage.
Okay.
This is all Muslim.
Okay.
All of it Muslim. That's why we're here.
Okay. Because this is started not sounds as Muslim.
If you see the comments, they even say that the non-Muslim, because they're like, I'm non-Muslim and it's not normal for us either. So this is a Muslim post.
Subhanallah. Okay.
Okay. My husband is... One time she caught her husband and his sister-in-law playing in the kitchen, playing tag. Chasing her. He's chasing her. And
Playing
she's
tag?
He's chasing her. He's like, you know how you chase your kids? You're like, ooh, ah, and the kids like, ah, and they run. So he's doing that with his sister-in-law, so his brother's wife. Yeah. Okay. And
all this supposed to be Muslim.
yeah, all this are Muslim. I didn't say anything at that moment, but because I didn't. She's like, we've been married 8 months. At that moment, she's like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to seem like I'm a bad person to point it out. But she kind of let it go. It's still in her mind. My mother-in-law one time called me, so I went downstairs and I wasn't been able to finish the conversation with him. So she did tell him, it's like, hey, it's a little weird that you're chasing your sister-in-law. That's your brother's wife. Why are you playing chase with her? So she didn't get to finish the conversation. My brother-in-law, he's a doctor, so her husband's brother, so it's he's a doctor.
Whatever he is, okay.
He's a doctor, so he works long hours, so he didn't pay attention of how close his brother and his wife are.
It's whatever, no problem.
When we come home, she goes, no, this is the sketchy part. That something is going on. Whenever her husband comes, her brother-in-law, the sister-in-law goes away from him. She's like...
It's just kind of she ended up to be totally changed and
the whole personality. So that's kind of sketchy. It's like...
Oh, mashallah, why? She's so respectful. Mashallah.
Yeah.
Not multiple personality. Okay, go ahead.
And there was another time I went downstairs after doing the laundry and I found them downstairs extremely close. And they were underneath the blanket. They had the blanket on their laps, sitting on the couch together.
They're sharing a blanket.
Yeah, they're sharing a blanket. And at that time, I went crazy and fired back. And my husband said, "I'm crazy," and there's nothing going on. He's just like, "Oh, we're just sharing a blanket. Like what?
Because she's
watching a movie."
Well, even if it was his sister, and some people they make it out a big deal, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's his sister-in-law, not his sister.
I know it's not his blood sister.
So she's also studying, and she said one time in front of she's like, I was in the kitchen
I was
And
wondering if what he works here.
the guy himself, he's studying, and she's studying because they're like, you guys can stay. The parents are like, hey, stay. You can guys stay. You're married. Stay in their house until you guys finish your degree.
So she's married from a person that he doesn't work.
He doesn't work. He's studying and she's studying. Here, this is where it gets interesting. She's like, one time in front of we had my brother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my husband, and I was studying something with chemist, and her brother-in-law's, So she asked him a question, and she was kind of in the kitchen and in living room, and he was in the dining room. So they're not even in the same room. And she asked her brother-in-law a question, and he made a little joke, and he answered her, and her husband got angry. He's like, why are you making jokes with my brother? And she's like, so it's okay for you to snuggle with your sister-in-law, but me asking your brother a question and doing a joke in front of your mom and your dad and his wife. But he never answered.
He never answered?
He got mad and walked away. She didn't finish. She just said he got angry and walked away.
So the whole question, if she's over-exaggerating or overreacting?
Yeah, that's the question.
For sure, no. Actually, I don't know why she's still with him.
She's been with him for 8 months, so she's like, am I over-exaggerating?
The first moment she saw it, she was supposed to speak. Number one. Number two, she's supposed to speak with his mother. If they are living with his parents, she has to speak with the parents in front of him and in front of the other one. And if they want to bring, also the brother also to be in the picture, that absolutely should happen. Let them to reveal, what's going on, because obviously
she doesn't want to seem like, because he's making her seem crazy.
Obviously, this is wrong, and obviously whatever is happening is wrong, and it's not right. Obviously, Islamically, he's not her mahram. His sister-in-law, he's not a mahram on his sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So whatever he's doing is unethical, Islamically, which is haram.
Yeah.
And forbidden. And it's her right to question him in front of his mother, because they are living under the same roof. Because to my understanding, he's not even trying to provide, so he's only studying. So I don't know even what that type of whatever. You try to understand.
My thing is
everything.
why is also the brother, like his brother is a doctor, so why is he all sick? It's not my problem.
No. It has not. Again, no matter what is his brother, he's working. Still, for me, he's not safe.
Yeah.
From the accusation, or that's how this is happening,
Yeah, because when we're talking about girls as women, we like attention, so that because her husband keeps on going out, so she's
okay. Maybe he has a point, and I'm not against it to be jealous over his wife if he consider her his wife. And I'm just saying it because it make no sense.
If he got jealous just because they left, that means he knows.
Maybe that would give him a kind of like a lecture or a lesson over what he's doing is wrong. Maybe, yeah. Maybe she's supposed to follow up with him as to ask him. Let's speak as a mature. We're married. If this bothers you, that what I said, what is gonna be your brother thought about what you're doing?
Because they separate whenever the brother-in-law comes.
Even if this is too innocently, and you guys, mashallah, you are, and this is impossible.
How is it innocent if they know, if they?
What is gonna be the thought of your brother? Don't you care about your brother? Number two, it's better for you to stop doing what you're doing, because Islamically it's haram.
Right.
And if you have a wrong feeling,
it's like emotionally cheating.
You need to practically to let's fix it in a mature way.
Right.
She's not overreacting. He's doing haram. Not the worst, but he's doing haram.
There's a lot of people,
and he's supposed to stop himself from doing whatever he's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be only sharing the blankets with his wife. What the heck?
Yeah, it's like they're sitting on. They're watching a movie. They're sitting up and they have like the blanket they're sharing it.
No, absolutely, she's not overreacting. And sadly, there's a lot of
I saw a lot of people.
Bad things happen between the family when too much of people, they share the same roof, even if there's separated rooms. Sadly, it's look like it's not a religious house. If I wanna speak it up, based on whatever she's saying, it's look like it's not a house based or built on a religious manners. That each one they know their rules, their regulation, that of a transaction, how it's supposed to happen, how it's supposed to be respectful.
My thing is,
as long this is not doesn't seem to be a household built on that, it's gonna cause a chaos and problem.
My thing is, she isn't. Yeah, she's asking if she's overreacting, especially if whenever the husband comes and she gets away from her brother-in-law, that's a sign.
No, she better fix it and claim it loud, because she wants to know where she's going.
There's some people in the comments say, like, because a lot of people like leave him, but there was one person which I agree with on the comments said, put some secret cameras, because what she's scared about is to go and make it seem like she's overreacting, she's crazy, because that's what he's gaslighting her, because what he is, because he's telling her, when she pointed out, hey, why are you guys on the blanket, he's like, you're crazy, she's like my sister. So if she's gonna go to the mother-in-law, they're gonna say, I don't know what she's talking about, we have a brother and sister relationship.
Surely, sure, if she wants to just prove the points, if this is what she's trying to do, she could do that.
Act like everything's normal, have secret cameras, and then sit everybody down and say, look, I want to leave your son, if she wants to leave him, because look, this is why. To show the proof and explain yourself.
Yeah, it could be. It's not the best. I'm not gonna say this is the best.
That's what I would do.
This is a big adventure. You need to be strong enough to handle it. If she's strong enough to handle it, she could do it, no doubt. There's a lot of secret bears cameras or something that you could use it. There's a tiny cameras, you could just get it.
I would just advise to have proof, because she's scared that also she's saying that she's scared that she goes, that they will make her see that she's crazy.
It's fine. She could just sound. Either way, even with the camera, they're gonna say she's crazy. There's no doubt, if someone, because it's a crazy idea. It's a crazy fact, practically. Everybody there. It's a crazy idea that the brother, because what she's claiming in their head, they're going to hear, are you claiming that he has an affair with his sister-in-law, with his brother? Why? This is what you're claiming. This is what is going to be reflected in their mind. So it's by itself, this is a crazy idea for her. Maybe they never thought about it. Crazy ideas require sometimes crazy actions, so I need to be to the level to perceive this.
Right.
They might accuse her.
That's why she needs footage.
So she needs first and foremost prepare mentally and spiritually that she's gonna face some big problems. She's gonna face accusation, and whatever requires from her to do, she could do it.
Yeah, I mean, if a lot of people are saying divorce, if she wanted to end up divorce, she should have proof that. I'm just saying.
It could be fixed without divorce, because they might be, again, because it sounds like it's not a religious kind of like based on the whole action. You're gonna tell me that the mother, she never passed by and saw them doing that, and
I don't know.
What that type of household that? The mother, she's not gonna pass by and see them, they are sharing blankets. Her son and her and the wife of her other son.
No,
that make no sense.
Yeah.
Is it the father-in-law? He's not existing to pass by suddenly somewhere somehow and see them? There's something for me that sounds to be fishy. As fishy in the meaning that it doesn't look like this is a religious family.
Maybe she's religious and they're not.
Maybe, most probably, maybe she
if that's the case, you should leave him if you're religious and they take it as, oh, it's fine that I, put my hand on my brother-in-law. But the thing that's more fishy is that they separate when the brother comes.
It seems there's too much of interaction between them, that they reach a level that the boundaries of being shy and respectful in a manner that, oh, I will be shy because this is a stranger person. So that feeling of them, they're stranger in between each others, look like get dropped.
But there's also,
And this is only supposed to happen between brother and sister, actual blood related.
yeah. Because you could still marry.
It cannot happen, between.
Yeah, you can still marry your brother-in-law. Like if you leave your husband, you can still marry your brother-in-law.
We're not saying this is,
But
you should do that, but Islamically, it's allowed. It's permissible. From that perspective, as is permissible, does mean that he's not a mahram. She cannot be, existing in the same room by themselves for no reason together. And she's speaking that they're sharing, and there's too much of friendliness. This is wrong. I guess it's supposed to be brought to the attention of everyone, even if she's gonna be accused. After that, it got escalated. She could use whatever technology we have. I guess.
Because she says the mother-in-law and father-in-law are very,
Let's break it down.
She should tell the mother-in-law
before doing anything. For sure, if he wants to escalate this himself and said, okay, whatever, you don't trust me, blah 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 blah, and you still want to give him a chance, the second chance that you give it to him, you will build, the whole type of technology around him to make sure that he's not gonna be really ended up.
Yeah. If you
not the man of his words.
I'm just saying, because if you're saying about the camera, if it's too much, and if anybody thinks it's too much, for me, she said already her mother-in-law is a really good mother-in-law. Tell her, hey, this is happening. I don't want to seem like I'm overreacting. Can you pay attention? Maybe she's not paying attention. Like, tell her, hey, can you pay attention? Let me be assured that what I'm seeing is right, and let it, keep it between you guys, and ask her, like, I want you to pay more attention, and tell me if I'm over exaggerating or not.
Let her to try to solve it if there's a possibility.
Because if I know if the mother, she's a good mother, and if she sees it, like if she was not really paying attention, if she sees, because there's a lot of people who are really in their own world, sometimes.
Yeah, let her to bring the attention and just because they might be really not thinking about it. It could be because it's based how you are raised.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She probably came from a really religious family.
But a lot of people, they practically, a lot of mistakes start to be as an innocence.
Yeah.
For all honest, on the other side, because the wrong path that lead you to committing haram sins, sometimes it might sounds like something fine. It's not a big mistake. You need to be a person that he is trying to learn how to avoid the haram. Then you learn, even though this sounds fine, I should not be doing it. And they look like they're not on that level of education, if I want to call it, and they make it to be like a fine, and maybe nothing major yet happened at all. So you could just help it out, by just, bring the attention that you guys, this is something really fishy. And it was good. I guess it was good that he get upset that when that joke what's happened, even though it was kind of like it sounds like jokes. It sounds like a fine because it was in front of everyone. It was not in secret. Blah 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 boo boo boo.
And they were not even in the same room. It was like kind of like talking.
So maybe that you could use this action by itself and reflect it to him on the other side once he calmed down. And I tell him, if this is bothering you, I will not do it again. For sure, I do respect. But can you measure this on your own action? I'm not accusing you that you're doing a big haram, but this is practically wrong, and for a fact, because if it's not wrong, can you do this in front of your brother once he's there? Can you do this? If you will be able to do this in front of your brother, doesn't mean you're not doing something wrong. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Take this from that perspective, and you will win without any need for cameras or securities or anything, because at that moment you're gonna know what type of person you are married to earlier. Alhamdulillah. If you start just BSing and answering nonsense left and right, you could just say, you know what, I guess I'm in a big mistake of type of relationship. Alhamdulillah, I got to know you earlier. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Before
and
go
walk. You don't need to keep yourself with that type of person.
Right.
But it's a good chance for you to know who he is and take the take it from that perspective. That will be the best, because I don't think all the time, even sometimes, some people, they exaggerate using technology. Not all the time is helpful, unless if you want to prove that he's cheating. This is something else. You don't even need to, by the way. Anything else?
That's it.
I wish that will be helpful and will help other, inshallah. If you guys want to suggest anything, usually I block the comments, and I'm gonna keep on blocking the comments, so don't worry. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.